Once again, we're staying in our office layout.dwg file. And in this particular video, we're going to look at some more modify commands. We're going to take a look at mirror and also offset. Now, you will find that both of these commands are not available on the right-click shortcut menu. So you do have to use the modify panel on the home tab on the ribbon. However, it's not a hardship, it's just a workflow that we need to use. Now, we're going to take a look at the mirror command first. Now, you'll remember this cubicle up here that we set up, sort of top center of the office space. What we're going to do, we're going to mirror that desk arrangement into the right-hand cubicle here, but we're going to hand it so it's the opposite hand, so it's kind of left-handed, right-handed. So we need to select the objects that we're going to mirror first. And this is utilizing that noun verb selection box that I suggested that you have ticked in your options in AutoCAD. So we select our desk plant, our desk, our computer, and our chair. Just click on each one. We then go up to the modify panel here, and there's mirror right there. We click on mirror, come into the drawing area. Now it asks for the first point of your mirror line. Now this is where object snaps must be on, and you also need to be really accurate with your object snaps. Can you see this little partition wall between the cubicles? You want the midpoint snap right there. The little midpoint snap on the end of the partition wall. Left click. As you drag vertically upwards, you'll see a preview of your mirrored objects. And you want to make sure that you go vertically up the tracking line, just to there. See the top of the screen there? It should have 90 degrees. If it's got 90 degrees, left click. You will then be prompted, do you want to erase the source objects that you're mirroring? And in this case, that's a no. So just click on no, and now they're mirrored beautifully into the right-hand cubicle. So you've now set up two really nice cubicles in your office space. Now, something I have noticed there is our little privacy plant is now a bit off center. So select that, click on the grip in the middle. You might want to try and just pop that more central there. Little bit of CAD Manager OCD there for you. I'll just hit escape a couple of times just to deselect the pot plant. Now, that's one way of mirroring. Now, down here, we've got no way of getting into our cubicle. We're going to have to hurdle the desk to get to the chair. So ideally, we want to mirror all of this little setup here in this cubicle. Same selection process, desk plant, desk, computer, chair, like so. Now, the good thing is, because we've used the mirror command once, I can now right click and I can repeat mirror there, or I can go to recent input, mirror is there as well. Doesn't matter which one you select, but you want the first point of your mirror line. Now, I'm going to cheat here because I know that these vertical lines here and this horizontal line here are along the middle of that square of that cubicle space. So I'm going to go endpoint there, left click, first point of my mirror line, come down to the end point there, left click again for the second point of my mirror line. Now it'll ask me, do I want to erase the source objects? Now it looks a bit busy there, and you want to say yes please. And as you can see, it's mirrored it, but the original objects have been erased. So now no more hurdling of the desk needed to get to the chair and the computer and so on. Really useful, isn't it? The mirror command makes life a lot easier. Now, here's a trick for you. Go to the Home tab on the ribbon, pop over to the Utilities panel here and click on the Measure flyout. Select Quick. And as you move around now, it gives you all of these distances. So you can quickly check the thickness of a wall or a distance from one wall to another. Hover over the outside wall and you can see that the thickness of the wall there is 150. That's 150 millimeters. Commit that to memory and then just hit escape a couple of times to cancel quick measure. What we're going to do is go to the layers panel here, click on the layer drop down and make sure that we're using the walls layer as the current layer, which we are. Pan across slightly and we're going to draw some lines. So we go to the draw panel, hit the line command there, and we're going to use this endpoint corner here and left click. Drag to the left, and utilizing your polar tracking there, it should be at 180 degrees. Type in 2400, 2400. It's metric millimeters, so that's 2.4 meters. Press enter, and there's our first line, vertically downwards using polar tracking. That's at 270 degrees. Same distance, 2400, and then press enter again. Now, those are the two lines that you need at the moment, so just press enter to finish the line command. We're now going to use that 150 measurement, but we're going to use offset. So we go up to the modify panel. There's the offset command there. It looks like a sort of flat capital C. So click on offset and come into the drawing area. We're going to specify an offset distance of our 150 that we committed to memory. Press enter, and we're going to offset our two lines that we've just drawn. So hover over this line. You'll see it highlight. Left click on it. Move downwards. Can you see that? And it's lining in with the rest of the wall. If you go upwards, it's not going to line in. So downwards there with the mouse, left click. You then select the vertical line, left click on it, move inwards, not outwards. Can you see it doesn't align otherwise? And left click again, inwards. Press enter to finish. You've now drawn part of the bin store for your office building. Now we do need to tidy that up a tad. And what we'll do is we'll do that quickly now. We'll go up to the modify panel here. See trim there, click on the flyout. You've got trim or extend, you want trim. And all you do, hover over the little bit of line you don't want, left click. Hover over that little bit of line there, left click. Job done. Press enter to finish. And then we'll right click, recent input, select line command, and we'll go endpoint to endpoint and enter to finish. There's our nice little offset wall ready for our bin store outside our new little office refurbishment.